Yo guys, what is going on? Insanity coming back at you with some more Division content, and right now you're taking a glimpse at the first footage of the Last Stand game mode over in a commentary on my channel. The Delta errors have taken over the PTS, and it seems like things are starting to clear up, so I'm actually going to start playing this a little bit more. The game mode is fun, frantic, and absolutely just a crap ton of just chaos, and I love it. Anyways guys, let's go ahead and talk about the future of the Division. Let's go. Alright guys, this video is going to touch on a very controversial topic for a lot of people over in the Division community right now. There's a lot of people that may have been upset a little bit that they didn't announce a PVE type Dark Zone. So this is going to be a scenario where it's not necessarily going to mess with the formula of the Dark Zone because it's a really unique experience. It's meant to have that uncertainty and awesome, eerie feeling that you could get from running into other players. But this is going to give those who want a much more challenging farming route for new bosses, for really unique landmarks, while still having that Dark Zone type of NPC toughness that you don't get from Light Zone bosses or NPCs. So, with that being said, let's talk about Brooklyn, a place that you only touch for maybe about an hour in the very beginning of the game when you're starting the original story. It's a shame because it's a really unique place. It gives you the type of feeling for what the rest of the game world looks like, what it feels like, and sure, it's only a training ground, but when you really look at the map of what Brooklyn is compared to what Manhattan is, Brooklyn's a much more broad space. It's huge, it's a lot wider, it's not skinny and rows like how Manhattan is, where it's just rows and rows of streets and straight lines like a downtown area. This would be a much more urban type of environment with huge buildings, with crazy types of maybe new terrain, I don't know, but more importantly, it would be the way things would be structured where you could have landmarks in a PVE zone with tons of mobs and maybe random supply drops with extremely tough enemies and named bosses. Maybe have scenarios where you could have like HVT type experiences in Brooklyn that are so extreme that you could have 2 to 3 different bosses and get an entire bag from doing one type of experience full of really good 256 items, maybe even some high-end weaponry, or maybe even have it somehow so that you can get a exotic cache for doing something really unique and exciting in Brooklyn that you can't do anywhere else. Sure, I get that they want the exotics to be rare and unique, but this could be a really unique way to try and make it so that those over in the Dark Zone that get crushed all the time, that want to have a much more PvE type of experience in farming the bosses and going in circles and just running down mobs and killing everything, will have a brand new way to do that in a new space. Because yes, I love farming the DZ. I think it's a lot of fun, especially going into 7, 8, and 9 now. It definitely extends that farming route even more than ever before. But the idea of being able to have a much more challenging experience against enemies that are just as tough, with maybe multi-wave landmarks or HVT type of experiences where you can have a whole new play space that is meant for that hardcore PvE style gameplay that you can only get in this area, which would be really, really unique without having to worry about PvP type of engagements, because that's not what you do there. Anyways guys, I would really like to hear some feedback on this. What do you think they should really do with Brooklyn? I mean, and I know a lot of people want to see more story based stuff, and this could be a great place to go ahead and add new story missions as well. Don't forget about that. Anyways guys, like if you haven't, sub if you're new. I'll see you all again tomorrow for another upload where we're going to talk a little bit more about what could possibly be coming in the future in maybe year 2 of the Division or the Division 2. I love you guys. Thank you all so much. And yes, we are officially verified on YouTube. It's freaking amazing. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.